Hi, and thank you for choosing a job at Bunny Smiles Incorporated. We know that choosing a career path can be difficult, and we want to assure you, you won't regret your decision. Now on to what you will be doing. You have been hired as a robot repair technician, which means you will be taking care of animatronics in the facility. We want to remind you BSI is not responsible for any injuries occurring in the workplace. We hope you enjoy your. And one last thing, if you have any creeping suspicion that BSI is hiding anything or wondering what they may be hiding, then
What? Bon's Burgers? Cyberfun Tech? 1974? This thing's old. What did I just find? Alrighty, what's up? I'm back after like 3 weeks, and I'm here with a Walten Files video, so hope you enjoy this type of content. It's inspired by those YouTubers like Nexpo and everyone that does like the... I can't think of the guy's name off the top of my head, the guy that did the FNAF retrospective videos, but it's inspired by them, so yeah, I hope you enjoy it. So I'm going to talk about the first episode for a little bit in this segment. So the first episode, it really sets everything into place, and sure, while you might meet other relevant characters throughout the series like in episode 2 and 3, I still think this is a solid video, and you can just watch it by itself to get the good analog horror experience, or you can use it as an example to force your friends to watch the series. But as I was saying, this video sets up the entire story and tells you about how the restaurant Bon's Burgers gets opened and closed shortly after, and it introduces most of the characters. Also, it had that one really funny lighter jump scare in it.
Creepy! Gonna be something in the background.
Alright, now let me talk about the story here because it's pretty good. So boom, two guys, right? They're like, hey, let's make Chuck E. Cheese, but with a rabbit. Okay, so then they do, and that's cool, but then this guy Felix Kranken, the co-owner, he fucking kills the other guy, Jack Walton's twin kids, Ed and Molly, in a car accident. So Jack just kinda goes, bruh, and evaporates. So then Felix says, well, what am I gonna do with these? So he throws them into Vault 111 from Fallout until he decides, you know what? Never mind. I don't think I should have done that. And then he starts building a new Bon's Burger, but he has to make sure his old robots still work. But he doesn't want to do it himself because he's scared of the dark or something, so he sends this guy Brian Stells, who's a facility caretaker. He goes out into the woods, and he pisses off Bon or something for making fun of his broken arm. Then we see this. So, see how he doesn't have eyes, and then he does? Remember that. That's going to be important later. So then Brian dies, so 3 more people go out and spend 3 nights there in the bunker to repair some animatronics. But who would have guessed? Uh-oh, someone wants to wander off because they have a key, which they don't even know what it leads to. Her name's Ashley. So then Ashley dies. So anyway, then there's this girl, Sophie Walton, who witnesses like 95% of this, and then she has to take pills to forget all of it. But then she finds Pac-Man and gets all her memories back. So then when Jack's wife, Rosemary, dies, because that also happens, and then she gets stuffed in the Shaw the sheep, and then also another lady named Susan Woodings, she dies also, but she's in Banny the Bunny, the purple one. Alright, that's it. World record. What I really think makes this series stand out is, one, most of the art was drawn on his phone. Like Martin Walls, I think, like, especially with the more cartoony look, I really liked the art in the series, and when I found out it was made on a phone, I was kind of shocked because that good of art isn't usually made on like your average Nokia. But also, I think the story is good, and so do many others because of the same reason, because it's not about the animatronics, it's about the effects of the animatronics on other people. It's just regular people, not some purple man that doesn't die because of magic. It's just some ordinary people that just happen to get roped into this mess. So for this final segment, I'm going to talk about what the series really does right. What the series does right are the jump scares, the quote-unquote jump scares. I'm just going to call them scares because they're just that good. They're not really supposed to make you jump. I feel like most analog horror series aren't really made to make you jump, just more or less make you feel disturbed or uncomfortable while giving you a feeling like of almost being watched. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's just me, but it's just, I feel like what they're trying to do is make you feel uncomfortable, which it works. In conclusion, I really think this is a good series, and if you haven't watched it, you should go at least watch the first one, and if you like that one, I really recommend watching 2 and 3. So with that out of the way, subscribe if you enjoyed this type of video, and I'll see you in like a month, maybe, I don't know.
you. You get it? I want nothing to do with you. Ever since I met you, everything I have ever cared about is gone. Ruined, turned to shit, dead ever since I hooked up with the great Heisenberg.